Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Marielle, and today I'm going to be reacting to ranking every anime protagonist by power level. So I've never done a video like this, and I never personally checked out a video like this, but this did come up in my recommended, and I love anime, so hopefully you guys do too, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's see if we agree with this ranking. Alright, let's get it. Oh, if you guys want to check out the full video, it'll be down in the description box below. I'm probably not going to keep the whole thing considering the fact that it's 27 minutes long, and I'm not sure how you guys feel about long videos yet. So
it's time someone put their foot down on the power scaling that we see on YouTube. Everyone is always arbitrarily scaling their favorite characters to be stronger than other characters. You can literally have an argument how Pikachu from Pokemon is stronger than Frieza from Dragon Ball because whoever came up with this versus battle is a bigger Pokemon fan than a Dragon Ball fan. So I, in my brilliant objectivity, am making the only and final factual power scaling tier list for all protagonists in anime. From this moment forward, this video will be the final end-all power scaling video that everyone should turn to whenever there's any questions or dissidents among the fandom. I'm gonna have to lay down a couple of the more straightforward fighters on this list, because if I put someone in B rank, for example, you have no idea what the context of that is. So to make things simple, we're gonna put someone like Goku, who's like universal level, we'll put him in A rank, and for your typical B rank guys, I'd put someone like Naruto, you know, Planet Buster, really powerful by the end of the series, but nowhere near Goku's strength, let's be honest. As well as someone like Ichigo, he gets pretty powerful throughout the final arcs of Bleach, continuously augmenting his power. That's very cool. We can also put someone like Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins in B rank, because aside from the fact that he's pretty powerful by his own right, you're forgetting that he has the ability to upgrade his power 10 times in strength whenever a new threat comes along, making him just powerful enough to stomp the enemy once or twice till the next threat comes and he's able to unlock more power.
That's dope.
B rank status in my book, so we're gonna absolutely put him there. To fill out some C ranks, have someone like Deku from My Hero Academia. I don't believe he's as powerful as Naruto, because while he
I don't
does have
believe either.
occasional crazy light speed feat like flicking air pressure into glaciers and shattering them, he also has some other moments where he doesn't completely annihilate his opponents. That lowers him down a notch.
But is he faster than Naruto? Because Naruto learned... Sorry. Naruto learned Minato's the yellow flash shit, right? I forgot. But I didn't finish Naruto. I did get very far into Shippuden. I'm like in the war still. But didn't he learn how to do the Minato yellow flash kunai thing? Trust me, guys, I watch anime.
They are all extremely fast, compare to our everyday lives, as well as much stronger. They don't compare to the Planet Busters we were talking about in B rank like Naruto. To fill out some simple D ranks, it would be humans, but slightly stronger than the humans we're talking about. You know, Tanjiro from Demon Slayer and Edward Elric from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yo, no, let me tell you guys. One of the most hype scenes I've ever seen was when Tanjiro was going up against I think it was first season, I'm not sure, but the spider dudes in the family of vampires or demons, the vampires, Demon Slayer, literally. When he was going up against the demon and we thought he cut his head off, but then that whole motion, that whole scene right there was so hype. I was punching the air. I was in the fight, dude. That's how excited I was.
That anime, and if you're not pronouncing it that way, then you are culturally appropriating very not cool. So those guys,
I love Edward.
D-rank characters, and to fill out the E rank, let's just throw a ton of sports anime protagonists in there. You know, Hinata from Haikyuu, Ippo from Hajime no Ippo, all that normal humans that can't, you know, fire cyclones of terror out of their buttholes. Now we're gonna need.
But they are fast though. The sports one, because the guy from the volleyball one, he's fast. And so is that dude from the basketball one with, I think, blue hair. And he, like, basically the whole anime is about how he plays basketball, but he's short and no one ever notices him. But he's actually, like, pretty good.
Need to get into
I like those two animes.
Complicated characters Until here, it's pretty straightforward and borderline. I didn't hear freaking know anything. A 4-year-old would have been on the same page. So now we're gonna need to get into more controversial opinions, but I'm gonna lay down the facts why they belong where they belong. So, as far as an F-rank character, to give you two perfect examples of this, the first would be, well, someone who wouldn't scale up to fighting sports protagonists. If you look at most sports anime, they're all training by, like, shattering rocks and shiz, right? So, due to basic power scaling, we can now assume that sports protagonists are more powerful than rocks. And the only way to be Superman is with rocks. Sports protagonists stronger than Superman confirmed, so we're gonna put Superman in F rank. Now, this one is also gonna be a surprise to you.
Why is Superman here?
About sports protagonists, we're gonna put Kagami from Kuroko no Basket in B rank, actually, up there with Naruto and Meliodas, because even though you think this guy just plays basketball and jumps high, he fights against Akashi and actually manages to get stronger than him in that fight thanks to the power of friendship. Now, power of friendship itself is gonna be scaled soon, to put it in very quantifiable terms, but the reason why Kagami goes all the way up to B rank is because Akashi essentially has the Sharingan, which is the strongest Naruto jutsu. I mean, the Sharingan, if evolved properly, can, like, make Susanoo.
Now, I don't know if this video is actually, like, all the way memes, because you're telling me that that guy from the basketball anime can go up against even just Edward and Tanjiro and win. It's his list. Let's get it.
Thanos and drop meteors and shiz. That stuff is really impressive. Kagami surpasses the Sharingan, and therefore, I believe, makes perfect sense for this basketball player.
He surpasses the Sharingan?
Slap someone like Deku, in my personal opinion, which is also a fact. And while we're in B rank, I think it's also important to rank Yato, you know, from Noragami. He's
I
god,
love
so
Yato. He is a god.
I don't think he can go anywhere lower than B rank, but he can't be somewhere like A rank, because as we know, Goku is already in A rank, and he is stronger than Gods of Destruction. So you can't just put him above V based on God alone. So we're gonna have to drop him in B rank. So now, speaking of transcending reality, let's talk about Natsu a little bit. So
I love
I'm
Natsu.
hesitant to say exactly what I think about Natsu, because I feel like I'm gonna get people hating what I have to say both ways. I don't want to anger the fairy tale fans or the normies. I mean, the people that don't like fairy tale.
I didn't get to
the
read
issue
that.
is, I do believe that friendship in anime transcends reality. So Natsu, someone who always defeats his opponents with the power of friendship, should belong in S tier alongside the Mosquito. As I've mentioned, the thematic philosophy of the entire Mosquito arc.
I really thought he was about to put him in F. Juked me out. But if we're really going by the power of friendship, then that means, wouldn't a lot of them go in S tier or even B tier because of friendship? I'm assuming this is all memes. But a lot of what he's saying is like, you're right. But is this the whole video meme? Can someone answer that for me? And I'm not going to be pausing that much because this video is 27 minutes long and I don't want to cut off a lot. Yeah, let's go.
In One Punch Man is based on what a true friend is. It's not even a sarcasm.
Because Naruto, sorry, I just said I wasn't going to pause that much. But Naruto is basically like him wanting friends and, you know, getting the friends and fighting for his friends. You know, and what else? Excuse me, I have
That was my One Punch Man phase, and I don't regret it at all. But I'm not trying to base characters on different forms. Like, for example, Goku's power comes from an inherent place. He himself is as strong as he is. Natsu, on the other hand, only wins fights with power of friendship, so putting him on a level playing field against other glorious anime fighters, I don't think it's fair to include power of friendship. So, based on the feats we've seen of Natsu, I don't think it's fair to put him all the way up in S tier just because of power of friendship. Base Natsu, E tier. I mean, we haven't seen him do anything without power of friendship, because every single fight he doesn't fail to mention it. He's like, oh, I'm gonna punch you for my friends, and then the punch works. How do we know if he wouldn't have punched for his friends? Maybe the punch would have done nothing at all. So because of this lack of evidence, as well as the fact that I can only judge Natsu based off his base feats, I'm gonna have to leave him in E tier alongside the sports anime protagonist. And now someone else that most people will
at least
probably think goes to E tier is definitely Ash from Pokemon. I know people
What
want to
tier?
say that, oh, Ash is just, a regular dude. And yes, I'm talking about base Ash, of course. I'm not talking about augmented Ash or Ash with the Infinity Stones. I think both of those would be like treating Natsu with Power of Friendship, putting him all the way up in S tier. So base Ash, without any Infinity Stones or Pokemon, I think belongs in B tier alongside Naruto. Now hear me out. There's this Pokemon Cosmog. Now Cosmog weighs 2,000 some odd pounds. And Ash is clearly seen walking around just holding Cosmog in the anime with absolutely no issues whatsoever. Now, this man is flexing on the entire universe, carrying this 2,000-pound compressed Goliath with such ease. Honestly, having seen Naruto, I understand that we're basing every one of his powers and putting all the criteria together, but we have never seen Naruto exhibit a strength feat quite so effortlessly. If Ash can carry Cosmog with no issues whatsoever, then honestly, if we increase his strength by a few hundredfold, which is exactly what it would need to be if he was punching with actual vigor, that's a planet buster as well. So, due to absolutely factual power scaling right here, Ash is definitely planet level and belongs in B tier. But now, there's something
I
else
don't
a lot of
know
people forget
about
about
that
Ash,
one.
and that's his speed feats. We have him racing Greninja, and he is faster than Greninja. As we also know, Greninja is, if you've played the games, one of the fastest Pokemon of all time. In fact, Greninja has a base speed stat of 132. Now, that doesn't mean much, so I did some simple math and calculations. Garchomp has a base speed of 108, and Garchomp, as stated in the Pokedex, moves as fast as fighter jets, breaking the sonic barrier. Garchomp moves faster than sound and is substantially slower than Greninja. Ash is faster than Greninja and therefore can move far faster than sound, being a hell of a feat. So putting base Ash, I'll stress it again, base Ash in B tier is lowballing, if anything. And I don't want to hear any of this in the comments. I think I pretty much sealed this one. Every feat counts, and therefore this
I mean,
is
if
accurate as possible.
he put it that way, I can see it. But in a battle, I can't even say in a battle without his Pokemons, because that's literally what he does. So it'd be kind of unfair. Okay. I am reluctantly. Oh my god. I actually don't think I can pronounce that word. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna put him there with his logic though. But if anybody can counter that, because I haven't watched Pokemon since I was a little ass girl and I do not remember it, so if anybody wants to counter that argument with facts, let's get it.
Possible to the point of it pretty much being a fact. We covered Naruto, who's the protagonist of OG Naruto. The character I didn't yet cover is Boruto, the protagonist of Boruto. What a goddamn legend. Now, if Naruto is B tier,
I want to call him a legend.
that very well, then Boruto should be A tier because he's clearly superior. In fact, the Boruto series definitely made the Naruto series my favorite prequel of all time. As we know, obviously Boruto's gonna need to surpass Naruto clearly, or else there's no real feeling of growth. So, based on the narrative, it's plain to say that Boruto will end up far stronger than his dad. But even on a base level right now, when they fought Shin Uchiha in Boruto itself, Naruto got stabbed through the stomach almost immediately, and Boruto didn't even get injured against the same opponent. This factually makes Boruto a better fighter than his father already. And now, a little known other character in Naruto I would like to talk
I love
about
Kakashi.
And you're probably wondering, what? He's not the protagonist, but technically, if you think about it, Naruto is the protagonist of OG Naruto, and Boruto is the protagonist of Boruto, sad as that is. But really, I think the protagonist of Naruto Shippuden is Kakashi. He's the only character that had an entire thematic narrative, and mostly I just wanted to put him in S. Right above Boruto, that's 2 above Naruto, and that's because, as I've mentioned, this bad lad gets infinite chakra in the war arc. He flexes on everyone with somehow this perfect Susanoo thing because he got Obito's perfect Sharingan after Obito is dead from the land of the dead. This man flexed on the plot hard, and that's a reality-busting technique. Kakashi is an S-tier character, and once we're already in the S-tier, there is some...
Oh, you already know people are gonna be mad. You know, the people who debate about who's stronger from the Naruto verse versus, Dragon Ball Z, having him at A and Kakashi at S tier. You already know people are about to be tight.
Someone else I wanted to mention that fits here perfectly, and that would be Yami Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! Next,
Okay.
Gon from Hunter x Hunter. Now, A lot of people claim Hunter x Hunter in all to be slightly weaker than Naruto. In fact, I saw this big poll thing on Twitter about Phantom Troop versus the Akatsuki, and everyone was voting for the Akatsuki just because the actual power system in Naruto is just on a higher level, power-wise, than Hunter x Hunter. Other point is, they're all factually wrong. That's right, Daddy Nuxanor here, gonna lay down the facts and prove why Gon is A tier. That's right, Goku level. Now, Gon became so much stronger than he was in base form just by making a condition that he was willing to bet his life on this fight against Pito, and honestly, this just goes to show the flexibility and infinite power hidden within this power system. Allow me to explain. Kurapika has this ridiculously overpowered chain power thingo, and the reason why it's so powerful is because
that battle right there, I don't know if you guys ever watched Hunter x Hunter, but this one was one of the most gangster shit I've ever seen in my life. Why? Because this dude was like, oh, no worries, I'm gonna beat his ass. Y'all can gain up on me, whatever. I forgot what he said, but he was talking wild shit. And he proved it. Like, he really pulled up to that battle like, ain't nothing but a sweat. I got this. Come at me, whatever. Boom. Just to end up burying this guy. Yo. It's like, that level of cockiness, if you ever watched Seven Deadly Sins, Escanor, if you guys ever got to that part, you guys should have, because it's, you know, it's not new, but it's not old. He was on some Escanor type shit, like, yeah, you guys will get whooped. It's basically what he said that whole time. It's what I heard the whole time. But anyways.
It's to only be usable against a member of the Phantom Troop. Now, since he limited his power to such an insane degree, it just makes it all that much stronger, even though he never actually made any conditions to put himself in danger. So, use the power of imagination, fam, and you can destroy anyone in Hunter x Hunter's power system.
Holy crap.
Above everything else I've mentioned thus far. And the reason why I'm doing all this is because now that I've quantified just how goddamn strong the one above all is, it's time to talk about Lord Twigo himself. He's the character that fooled Meliodas in the first episode of Seven Deadly Sins. But the only character who seemingly died is Lord Twigo himself, clearly letting everyone into a false sense of security so he can observe the entire anime multiverse and control it all. Lord Twigo goes, no, not next to the one above all in the Lord Twigo tier. Lord Twigo goes in the above Lord Twigo tier. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was all facts, no opinions, zero memes. I hope you learned something.
My mind was definitely expanded. I felt it. I'm not really sure that I can complain. Clearly this was a meme ranking video. He did spit some facts for some characters. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Let me know what you guys would rank. Just a short list, nothing long. I don't really know who I would rank. Oh, I hear you guys again. Sorry. I hear you guys in the last video and I'm hearing you guys again. My bad. Yeah, that was interesting, funny. At first I was like, okay, I'm not sure if this dude is serious or if he's joking, but he's clearly joking. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Let me know what you guys want me to react to next. Let me know what are your favorite animes to watch and what are you currently watching now so I can put them on my list. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed that.